Yeah. Stop aching in a minute. Last night, almost 10 million of us, stop it, tuned in to watch the return of the hit period drama Downton Abbey. What a place to call home. Feels like home now, doesn't it, really? Well, if you won the lottery or the Euro Millions and fancied your very own Downton, then how much would a slice of aristocratic life cost you? Here to tell us more, the Sunday Times property expert, Anna Mihailova, and historical property enthusiast, Oli Gerrish. So, I mean, it was wonderful, though, was it, Oliver? But you know, so I look at that and think, wouldn't it be lovely? What are the practicalities of owning a stately home?
The practicalities, I think, are not quite as glossy as we all think, I imagine. You know, I think going to them for a day or a night, maybe for supper, something like that, is wonderful. But the actual practicality is when there's often an acre of roof, you know, stonework, which is often hundreds of years old. I mean, all the rest of it. I mean, it's a day-long, day-to-day struggle to try and keep these places standing
So as my dad
up.
used to say to me when I was a teenager, it's not buying the car, it's keeping it on the road, he used to say. It's the same with the houses, it's the upkeep.
Oh, completely. And often when you're buying a historic house, or, you really are buying a piece of art. And like a piece of furniture, you've got to keep it varnished, you know, and make sure the woodworm doesn't bite. And houses are like that, but magnified 1,000 times, so...
and you're a custodian, aren't you? Passing it on for future
Absolutely.
generations. Anna, many on the market at the moment. Is it a good time to buy a stately home?
Well, September is traditionally when they all come on, so there's quite a lot of choice now.
Why September? Do we know?
It's just after the summer, everyone goes away in August, and then September is when they all launch.
And they stop for Christmas, so it's a big marketing time.
It's still
now.
warm enough to go around them and see them.
Well, you've chosen a good few of them that are... These are for sale now. So let's have a look at your first one. What's your first?
So first we have Howsham Hall, which is a beautiful Grade 1 listed property just 40 miles from Yorkshire.
From York. Yeah. Look at that.
It's quite special.
A sort of pocket Downton on 2 floors rather than 3.
Yeah. It was built in the early 1600s using the stones from an old priory that was destroyed during the Reformation. And
it's fully modernised then.
Yeah, it's been recently refurbished, so the upkeep won't be as much of a headache.
Oh, look, but I mean, I can see, you know, Maggie in there now, can't you, Oliver? Is this a good buy of stately homes?
Well, this is, I mean, it's not a huge house, but it's, I mean, it is pretty big, but I mean, compared to Downton, maybe.
Compared to a semi, but not compared to Downton.
But it's by, you know, one of the finest, well, the interior is one of the finest 18th century Yorkshire architects, Carr of York. And actually, you've got one of the finest Jacobean facades on any house, and so it's going to be a lot of upkeep, but... How
much land with it, then?
It's 83 acres.
And I've got to guess how much this would be.
Yeah, what do you think?
83 acres in Yorkshire. 4.5, 5 million?
Close, 5.
5?
Yeah. Down from 6.5 a year ago, but 5 now.
So you could say 1.5 million on it. Any drawbacks that we know of?
Apparently there's a curse.
There's that.
There's a curse.
According to local legend, the Curse of Kirkham, it's called. It's because of the link to the priory. That was seen as sacrilege, that they used the stones from it.
OK, a bit of a ghost story. Right, OK, next one. Next one up, then. That was 5 million. Let's have a look at the next one.
Next, we have Benoni in Bonketh in Pembrokeshire.
Yeah.
And this is a really special house built by John Nash.
Oh,
so architecturally,
great architect.
it's very important.
Did a lot of those terraces in London around Regent's Park.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Yeah. And the house has over 100 rooms.
Gosh.
So it's quite you'll need an army to clean it.
But the kids could dump their clothes anywhere and you wouldn't notice. Wouldn't it be good?
There are 3 separate staff flats.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's... Oh, I say, this is rather... So do we like this one then, Oliver?
Well, it's interesting, because actually the central block is the Nash block. And the room we're seeing here, which is actually, I think, that wing on the left there, that was put on while the owner of the house at the time was off on an extended bear shoot in Russia. And to appease his wife, he said, right, build onto the house, darling. And so she put those on, and he came back and he...
How much do you think this one is?
How much I think he said? Well, this one's in Wales, and no, you know, I'm not putting any slight on the Welsh at all, but they tend to be cheaper in Wales. So I would guess this would probably be about 3.5?
Less.
Less than 3.5? 2.5?
2.25.
Wow, what a snip. We like that, don't we? Shall we all move in? Run for us all, 100 rooms. Next one up, then.
So next we have the Holywell Estate.
Now, where's this? Oh,
This
that's
is on the Lincolnshire-Rutland borders near Stamford. And this is one of the biggest country estates to come onto the market this year. It has 940 acres, which includes woodland, arable farms, a pheasant and partridge shoot, 5 acres of lakes, gardens designed by Bunny Guinness.
Well, yeah, but there are always drawbacks. But, you know, it's a joke, Bunny, it's all right. It's fabulous, isn't it? I'll say. Does this one appeal to you, Oliver?
Very, very much so. I mean, this
Corker.
is your perfect sort of later Georgian house. It's compact and big, but compact, and it's got, in the grounds, there's the most wonderful set of follies. You've got a chapel, an orangery, and also a fishing temple designed possibly by James Gibbs, a very famous architect.
Divine. Now, so this is in Lincolnshire, but this is big. I mean, we're talking countries. I should think here we're talking... Are we talking sort of getting on for 8-10 million here? Or...
Even more.
No.
Yes.
Go on, it's just coming up your street now, you're getting interested. So how much is this one, then?
So this one is 14.75.
Good heavens, it's cheaper to buy your fish from the fishmonger than having to... What a lovely house, though. Well, look, if you haven't got upwards of £2 million, right up to 14.5 million, you can still experience a little bit of aristocratic living by taking a short break to somewhere with grand surroundings. Where are we off to, Anna?
So back in Pembrokeshire again,
Yep.
we've got something called Cressley, which until not long ago was only open to the public for a few days a year, but converted into a type of luxury hotel. Well, not a hotel, but you can stay there. You can
So it's
rent
like
out
staying in
rooms.
a stately home.
Exactly. You have the lifestyle and you can have the experience. They've completely renovated the bedrooms and bathrooms and put in all the old furniture that was there for hundreds of years. And
look, it is
you can
nice,
really,
isn't it?
every night they lay out a 5-course meal for all the guests on one dinner table.
I say it does look rather... So how much will it cost you to stay there?
It's 130 a night for 2 people, if you stay for 2 or 3 nights, and then 85 for one.
Oh, instead of for 2 people, that's not bad. It's cheaper than staying at home, isn't it? Move in. Wonderful, lovely. You've got absolutely everything there except Maggie Smith coming in a hat made out of 15 rooks. Yes. And she'd come in... No, we don't like the dust in here. I think it was more like Larry Grayson, really, wasn't it? Information on all these fabulous properties are on my website, itv.com/Alan. My thanks to Anna Mihailova and Oli Gerrish. Thank you both very much.